Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got him quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. He won't get there. The defense with a fourth down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
From the gun, the ground game. Driven back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Rides to the back. Hard running there. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast. And it's fun, and this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hale. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency.
Snags it, and he's open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs through a man. He might have space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Slams ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out. You're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out wide right, it's Green. Breaks into the open. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Moving the pocket, it's Jennings. Right side, it's Hale. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking for running room. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, going to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, running back on the... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets a hand in there.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out wide right, it's Hale. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Direct snap. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Across the 45. Bust through behind his pad. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
Expectations were high for this running back, but how about this, man? Not only has he been great day one and starting and being a pivotal part of the offense, he's leading the offense. He's in the Heisman Trophy race to be a...
Gashes him in the middle. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Reels it in. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hands it off. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Drops back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Crimson Tide able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Wants to take it outside. It's Marshall. Pulled to the ground.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Fires to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a catch at the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
Man, that is a decision offensively that potentially gets you fired as a head coach if you don't come through with that. You could have just tied the game with an extra point, but instead you go for 2 to take the lead, and they get it. Wow.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Underwood. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Green. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan! They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Throwing, Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Completion for the 1st down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Handoff to the single back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sets his feet. It's Jennings. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in inside the 10.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to...
Touchdown, SMU! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires quickly. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tight end now in motion. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown Mustangs! Took it all the way back to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff again. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They're testing the right side here. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They'll move the wide receiver. Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the 2-point play, running that one in.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. Nice way to knock that one down.
And that ball came out quick, and that defender reacted just as quick. He saw the slant, he went to it, he met it, made sure the receiver didn't make the catch. Nice job by the defender.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 45 on his way. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mustangs. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Snap in the shotgun. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Working the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Underwood to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Trying to establish the run. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Wolverines! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Green. Down he goes.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Pulls it in. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Here's the give off the left side. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
From the gun, it's Knight. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's past the stick. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Green. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Touchdown, SMU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back has it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Out wide right, it's Marshall. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. You've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Can't get him to the ground. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Keeps it on the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.